This video is sponsored by Skillshare. We're gonna start the vlog somewhere else today just because I don't want you to see how messy my desk is right now. If you're new here, hi, my name's Katie. I'm an author and an editor, and today we're gonna do a nighttime writing vlog. It's been a little while since the last one. I don't even know how many we've done at this point. I'll have the playlist linked down below. So basically, I have a lot to do and I have a deadline that is slowly growing closer to me and I am getting more and more stressed about it. Today is a Sunday, so I'll be going back to focusing on client work tomorrow for the week. So I'm hoping we can get a ton done tonight and that'll just make me feel a little bit better. I worked on it pretty much all yesterday as well. We are revising my book Wicked Souls, which is the sequel to The Marionettes, and Wicked Souls is coming out December 7th of this year, and I have to have it done to send to my proofreader by November 8th. So we have a little less than 2 months. Right now, I recently got back some feedback from one of my beta readers. This is why I'm stressed. I'm still doing developmental edits less than 2 months out. And like I haven't even started line edits yet, which realistically, like knowing me, it's not going to take me that long, so it's not that big of a deal, but I will feel a lot less stressed once the majority of the developmental stuff is done, because at that point it's like tweaking sentences. I write really clean as it is, moving some commas around, like it won't be a huge overhaul. But as long as I'm still in the middle of developmental land, I feel like anything could change at any time and it's hard to account for like random big things that pop up. So anyway, I'm going through her feedback and the draft is just getting super long. We're at like 93,000 words right now. Originally I thought this book was gonna be like 70,000 words. I'm thinking we're gonna end around 100K at this point. I was talking about this in a recent vlog, how I've been dealing with the timeline stuff. I went through again today, earlier today, and like tried to brainstorm how I'm gonna fix some issues that I'm having. And that's been interesting. And that's not even like, that's only one of several very large things that I have to work on. There's also a couple of like political, like world building things I'm trying to work out, and I need to get it right in this book because that's gonna go into books 3 and book 4 in this series. So I feel like I'm juggling. The good news is I also had an issue with this character arc and the main character's kind of like emotional journey in this book and her relationship with a couple of different characters. So I started with that with this draft, and I feel like we've gotten that pretty solid, which I'm really happy about. Now it's kind of all the like technical plot stuff around her, and I feel like I fixed a lot of the character level issues. So I feel like that needs like 2 different parts of my brain. So we got one side of things done. Now we're working on like the logistics and like the politics and the world and all of that kind of stuff, and the timeline. I think timelines are just so hard for me because I have like no concept of time in my real life. Time is meaningless to me as a person, so like clearly conveying the passage of time in a book, my brain doesn't want to do it. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna be working on Wicked Souls all night. Before we get into the rest of the vlog, let me tell you a little bit about today's sponsor, Skillshare. This is a company I've worked with several times in the past, and I'm a huge fan of their platform. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers online classes for creative and curious people in pretty much any topic that you could think of. I've taken so many of their writing classes, and they're constantly putting new classes on the site. One that I'm looking at right now is called Writing Suspense: How to Write Stories That Thrill in Any Genre. If you've read my most recent book, the series that I'm writing right now has a lot of suspense in it, even though it's not technically a thriller. So I thought this class might be interesting to me. Skillshare is awesome because there are no ads on the platform, so it's totally interruption free. And this is the last month they still have their summer offer where you can get a 1-month free trial. So make sure to check the link down below in my description. The first 1,000 people to use that link can get the 1-month free trial and have unlimited access to their thousands and thousands of different classes. And without further ado, let's get back into the rest of the vlog. I don't know what's going on with my hair. You want to hear something crazy? Thank you guys so much for reading and reviewing book 1, The Marionettes. That just came out at the end of August. I think it's been out for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Again, time, I don't know. But we've already hit 70 reviews on Amazon within like a couple of weeks, which might not sound like that much to you, but to me that's so much. Like I still don't think we've even hit 70 reviews for The Anti-Relationship Year, which is a book of mine that came out in March. So the fact that we're already at 70 Amazon reviews for this book and it literally just came out is crazy. So if you've read The Anti-Relationship Year and you want to post a review, that'd be cool. Or if you've read The Marionettes and you want to post a review on Amazon, I won't bore you guys. I've talked about it a lot, but there's people talking outside my place. How well this book release has gone. But what's been really, people are so loud. I can't even remember what I was gonna say anyway. The audiobook is now out officially. I don't know if that was out by the time I filmed the last vlog, and a ton of people picked it up right away, so thank you guys so much. I love the audiobook. I listened to it the other day for fun, just because, and I've like re-listened to my favorite chapters like a couple of times. I really love the narrator. I feel like she just like captures Valerie's voice perfectly, and it's been a good time. So now actually that's like low-key kind of like motivating me to get this second book done, because I want her to get started on recording it so I can listen to her read this book too. Anyway, my AC just kicked on. We're gonna go to the office. I'll clean it up so it's not embarrassing for you to see. And the good news is I kind of like made a plan of attack last night. I read through all of my beta readers notes, highlighted everything, made some lists of things to do. So we did all of the like prep work already, and tonight we're just gonna dive in and see how much work we can get done. For dinner, I'm having a flatbread from Daily Harvest. I always forget to say this. I have a code or a link or something. I don't know. I'll put it down below. I love Daily Harvest. I literally get them delivered every single week. And I think that code is just like a referral kind of thing. I think you get like, I don't even remember what the deal is. Maybe $25 off on your first box or something if you want to use it. Then it gives me money off of my next box. It's delicious. We just gotta pick somewhere to start and get started tonight, because so many of these are gonna be small fixes. Like so many of the notes that my beta reader left me chapter by chapter. I think we're gonna go through and do some of those small changes just because it'll make me feel better to like check things off of the list. Because right now it's just like the sheer quantity of how many things I need to do is overwhelming. So we're just gonna go through, knock out a couple of the small easy things, and then we'll try and tackle at least one of the big things tonight. I'm bummed. Half of my lights are burnt out. Like literally directly halfway. I've got a Dean and a Maxine in attendance now. Hello. Like I said, small things. There's a couple of like little bullets that she put in previous chapters, but they kind of go into the bigger edits. So I'm gonna skip over anything that seems remotely complicated, and we're gonna go to the easy fixes first, just to build up some momentum and get started tonight. I feel like this light makes it look like it's like so early. It just gets dark so late here. It's almost 6 o'clock. So yeah, we've moved to the couch. I'm gonna set up here. We got some wine and we're making some progress. My problem is I'm just like distracted tonight, so that's why I'm trying these little things. I just need to like get some momentum going, and then once I'm in it, I'll be like laser focused and I'll go to bed at like 3 in the morning. That's what happens. So I'm gonna put something on in the background, just kind of like spooky vibes. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna start True Blood over from the beginning and just have that on. I love True Blood, seen it several times. It's low-key one of the like shows that's kind of inspired this series anyways, even though they're not really anything like. That's Dean. Are you okay? Did I scare you? He knocked that over. Anyway, my camera's dying, so we're gonna go charge it. We're gonna keep going, and hopefully I'll have some good news to update you on later. I was kind of trying to wait until I wasn't struggling anymore before I updated you again, but I'm just struggling and I don't know what it is. I feel like I just need to figure a couple of things out, and like once that clicks for me, it'll be easy to make all of these changes. But right now, like I don't know exactly how I want to go about a couple of these things, and at this point they're all kind of like piggybacking on top of each other, so I feel like I can't fix anything until I figure out how to fix all the things. So I don't know, tonight might end up being more of a brainstorming night other than I have fixed some things. We fixed some things, some small things, but it's almost 7 o'clock. Oh my god, my phone's at 1%. This book is gonna kill me, I swear to god. Here we have a Maxine enjoying her dinner. Like I said, we've moved on to brainstorming. So I have, like I said, like things here and there on the chapter level that I'm fixing. And I think I have 3 major issues. They're not like that big of a deal, but they affect more than one area of the book, or there's something that isn't in the book enough and it needs to be clarified or expanded on more, and I need to find a place for it in the current timeline. That's kind of what I'm dealing with. So we've got 3 issues, one of those issues being the timeline itself, and then the other 2 are just honestly kind of related. So yeah, what I think I'm gonna end up having to do is outline all of the scenes that I have so far and figure out where the gaps are and where I could squeeze other things in. And then I also need to just like hammer out some of these details myself, because I was like purposefully vague in a couple of areas because I didn't know. This is the least fun part of like writing these books, is all of this like little technical stuff. Like I just want to sit here and write a new chapter and just have fun with the characters and like that kind of stuff. This kind of stuff It's satisfying once I get it done, but it is a pain while I'm doing it. So we'll get there. We'll get it there. It's fine. I think my problem is I've printed out all of these pages. I've made all of these timelines for myself. So I'm sitting here with like 40 or 50 loose sheets of paper in front of me, and just looking at that pile is overwhelming, and I'm making it more overwhelming than it actually is. Like, you don't actually have that much to do. It just looks like you do. So it's like psyching me out. I don't know why I'm filming all of these clips from the floor. Literally, like, I don't know, 10 minutes after I was sitting here being dramatic, like, I don't know what to do, I figured it out. At least 2 of the issues I have figured out, I think, which scenes I can insert some needed information on. We'll try it. We'll see if it works. I'm not sure yet. This doesn't completely solve the problems, but this is what I needed, was to figure out where to put these things. I think just like talking it out with you, just like talking it out loud, I think kind of helps me work through it. We still got a lot of issues. We still got a lot of work to do, but I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna squeeze all of this into the timeline that I want, because I need to finish this draft with all of these edits, and I just can't guess how long it's gonna take me at this point. I just have no idea. I won't know until I get some more stuff done, because ideally I really wanted to send this newer draft to one of my beta readers before jumping into line edits and then getting to my proofreader and stuff, and the amount of time I have to do that is getting smaller and smaller, and I want to give her enough time to be able to read it and not like rush her. So, I mean, the latest I would want to get this draft done with all of the developmental stuff is like the absolute latest, the end of September. Send it to her, and honestly, I could start line editing while she has it, because that's not going to really matter that much, because she'll be commenting on like developmental plot stuff. And then hopefully she won't come back to me with like any major things that need to be changed from then on. So, and then we'd have to wrap that up in October, because it's going to my proofreader the first week of November. I don't know where the time is going. I honestly do not know. Hello, sir. Would you like to say hi to the vlog? No. That is a no. No.